Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this eye look using the new Primark Cherry palette. So it just looks like this. It's like a weird silicone feeling, and then inside is all these fiery red colours. These were £5. I bought mine in a reasonable size store, but I've seen these on like Instagram and all sorts. So I think they will be, in the big stores, in the little stores. I think these will be easy to find, because sometimes I put palettes on and then people comment saying that they don't have them in the stores. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they'll be in all the stores. So they've got two more palettes in the range. They've got the peachy palette and the honey palette. So this is the peachy palette. It's hard to get into them because they when you open them it kind of just pulls away because it's silicone. It's really weird. So this is the peachy one. To be fair, I don't think this is very peachy. It looks very neutral and very plain. I think they could have done a lot better with this. Colourpop have peach palettes, and they look a lot nicer than this. But anyway, off on a tangent. And then I've also got the honey palette. So we've got like a load of honey and yellow colour palettes going around at the moment. I've done some makeup obsession palettes with like a yellow one, or have I done that video? I'm not sure. But I've done the Revolution Viva Neon palette, something like that. Anyway, I'll link it in the description box because that is, a very similar colour scheme to this. So yeah, a lot of places bringing out honey palettes at the moment. Just to note that when I went into store, because of the COVID-19 and the restrictions and stuff, they don't have testers out at the moment, which is understandable. But with them not having testers in like Primark, I find it, sometimes it's hard to see what you're getting because these were sealed. Obviously I'd seen the honey one on Instagram, so I knew what was in the honey one, but the other two were sealed and I kind of had to take a gamble on them really. They did have a plastic like sheet around them, and then on the back I've obviously binned that because I hate any kind of extra packaging. So it had like some colour like on the back, but I don't think they were like completely accurate. So yeah, if you're thinking of buying these, this is what they look like. So have a watch of this video and the forthcoming videos, and then you can make your mind up. While I was there, I also got these two neon palettes, so we'll be doing other further videos on them. If there's any of these palettes you would like to see next, whether it's the honey, the peach, or the pink, or the green, let me know in the description box and I'll prioritize them. So this is the green one, and I quite like this because there's a variety of colours. You've got your dark green, you've got a nice yellow to mix it in with because yellow and green look amazing together. You've got like a shimmery in a corner colour, you've got your transition colours. I really like how this one was thought out. So, and this is the pink one. So the pink one's got like a pop of purple, it's got your duochrome shade, a couple of different tones of purple. To me, this isn't as thought out as the green one, because I feel like there's a few of these tones and shades which are like very similar. Like this one, and this one, when you put them on your eye, they'll all look very similar. So they could have done with some more depth or a really nice shimmer, but, I thought I would give it a go. There was an orange one or a red one, and I didn't pick that up because it just looks like every other warm palette that's about at the moment. But yeah, as I mentioned, if there's any of these palettes you'd like to see next, just leave me a little comment in the comment section and just tell me which one and why, and then if there's anything that wins, I'll do that next. Also, just wanted to update you as well. I know a few of you will have seen my palette collection video because it is doing quite well, thank you. A lot of people are watching it, but I do like to watch those kind of videos myself, so I will link that in the description box as well. But I did mention that I sell like some of my palettes and things on my Depop. Unfortunately, for some reason, Depop have deactivated my account. So I left my username in there, but obviously if you search my username now, it doesn't exist. So I'm trying to kind of appeal it or something and get my account back, but they're not really responding to my messages. So I'll obviously take my Depop details out of here, and then I will update you in a further video if I do get my Depop back. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you in, we're going to put a base on, and then we're going to start with this makeup, so let's get started. Okay, so I've put some shadow shield kind of things on from Primark. They're like £1 for like a big pack of them, and then I have primed my eyes using the Technique Eye Canvas in the shade Light. I always use this now, it's really good. So excuse my face because I've been wearing my mask and it's broken me out a little bit. And I've also, since like I did my last video, had my eyebrows done, so you know, that's something good to talk about. I feel like so much better about them now. I've had the ombre technique done, which is more block, and I feel like they're a lot more even now because I've had them tattooed before, I've had 2 lots of microblading, and they just weren't even. Like, the people in the past couldn't get them even because I overplucked my eyebrows when I was at high school. I know that loads of us did, and then my eyebrows were not the same. They weren't sisters, they weren't cousins, they weren't even related. So anyway, I've had them done now and I really love them. They've been done for like about 2 weeks, so they're almost healed, but yeah. So yeah, just off on a tangent there. So in the Cherry palette, we've got some lovely foils. I would say that a lot of the tones are very like mid-toned. There's no like really like lighter ones. So I think you've just got to go in with one of the shades and do like a lighter hand. So it's pretty much like one of these 2 shades. Oh, and check out my nails as well. These are Primark nails, £2.50. How cute are these? Like, really love them. Anyway, off on a tangent again. I'm going to go in with this shade here and then just put that in the crease. While you and me repeat, this bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. So that's that colour on both eyes, and it actually looks really nice. So yeah, it just looks, it's that one and then it's that on the ears. I think it's like a little bit darker than it appears in the pan, like more reddy, but I think it's good. So I'm going to put in another colour to deepen it up. So I think I'm going to go with this red here and just make it look a little bit more red. Set my heart afire. Yeah. This red has just kind of like intensified it a little bit and made it more pop, or made it pop. So the next colour I'm going to go into is the darkest shade in the palette, which is this one. Just going to put that on the outer crease. Really put a lot of the footage. I cut it short for the putting the brown on, just because I don't feel like it's as dark as it could be. Like, I mean, it is that shade like when you put it on the eyes, but when you put it against like the reds, I don't feel like it's that dark. Like, it could have done with being a darker shade of brown to really stand up against these really vibrant colours. So that's just why, you know, I haven't filmed, like I haven't shown you a lot of like blending and stuff like that, because I'm packing it on and then blending it with that brush that we used with the bright pop red colour, and just like kind of blending it in a little bit more with that. But yeah, I'm just like packing and going back, and it's just like a really long process. Okay, so I've taken my shadow shield off and I have cut my crease again using my Technique Eye Canvas. So there's a couple of shades that we can use in this palette which are shimmer. This one's like more of a satin, as is this red down here. But then you've got 1, 2, 3 of the really foiled shades. So that's like the brightest gold. You've got, oh, that burgundy is really soft and pretty. And then you've got that copper shade here, well, yeah, it looks copper, yeah. I think I am going to go in with the gold though, because I think it'd be a really nice contrast. I'll go in with my brush first, and then if it's not picking up well, I'll go in with my finger. So as usual, I'm using my Makeup Geek foiled shadow brush. I don't even think you can get this anymore, which is such a shame. I think I have like 4 of these, they're so good, but I'm going to keep an eye out and see if they do anything similar, because this is such a good brush. This is the gold, and I think it actually looks quite nice. I feel like maybe there was like a little bit of a top layer, and then as soon as I got over that top layer, maybe like when I swatched it, that helped like disturb it a little bit. It picked up a lot more products as I started getting, you know, into the pan, because you can see I have left a little bit of a mess there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some lashes and liner on, and then I'm going to come back. Okay, so I've put some lashes and liner on. I'm using the Colourpop liquid liner in the shade LA, which is like a brownie colour, and I just thought that it would complement like the same kind of tones, like a brown with like the reds and the autumny kind of colours, like the warm colours. Of course you can use black if you want to. I just thought it would pair very nicely with it. So, and then I'm also using my favourite eyelaw like lashes, the pre-glued ones, because they're just so much easier for me. So yeah, those are on. I'm going to put like the rest of my face on now. At the moment I have been using this XX Revolution. So which one's this? It's not even written on it. Yeah, so it doesn't have a name on it, but this is like the glowy version, or like the more dewy foundation. I've just been like trying it out in my normal colour, and I don't mind it actually for, you know, for a short amount of time. Obviously it's not going to wear as well on me all day because I'm combination skin. My skin will break you down, but for, you know, like 5 hours or so, like I'm just putting makeup on for you guys tonight, you know, it's a good foundation. I haven't done a review on it because I had so many videos, or I've had so many videos to film, and didn't think anybody would be interested in. But yeah, that's like a little mini review on that one. I don't mind it, it's alright. And it does look quite nice afterwards, so obviously you will see. So yeah, I'm going to put like the rest of my face on now. We'll come back, we'll do the lower lash line, some final thoughts and some swatches. Okay, so we haven't done the lower lash line yet. Oh, by the way, I've got the full face on now, and I think that foundation looks really nice. And although my spots still, you can see a little bit, but they've covered like the, you know, the majority of it up. So, you know, if I hadn't pointed it out, you probably wouldn't have noticed. So, but I just wanted to do the inner corner first, and there is no shade in this palette that I would use for the inner corner, because they're all kind of like mid-tones. So I've pulled out like a Revolution highlighter. So this is the Reloaded highlighter in Just My Type, and it's like a nice rose gold colour, but it's like a rose gold that'll look nice on fair skin tones like mine, because usually rose gold is too dark. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the cheeks, and well, when I say a little bit, like we're going to be dripping in it. So I'm just going to put some of that on the inner corner, because the rose gold will go really nice with those tones. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my brow bone as well. A lower lash line, we have got a few options. We've kind of got this burnt colour here, and then there's like burnt orange. I think like the whole theme of this palette is like burnt. So I think I'm actually going to go in with like this colour and just put that on the lower lash line. That lower lash line is done. It's a really nice wash of colour, and the gloss that I'm wearing is the Ronze Cosmetics. It's a lip gloss in the shade LA, which is really pretty. So yeah, I think this palette's actually alright. The downsides to this palette is there are no lighter shades, so I had to dip into my highlighter to get the inner corner shade, or it would have been nice to have like a light transition shade, but I do understand that a lot of people already have these on other palettes. It's just, say if you wanted to take this to stay over at a friend's house or a partner's, or you want to go on holiday with it, you know, you might struggle with just this palette. You know, it could have, I feel like maybe it could have taken one of the similar colours out, put a light highlighter shade colour in, and then even made this shade deeper or put a darker shade in, and I think that would have just topped the palette off. But I think the look I've got out of it is still quite nice. So thanks for watching today, guys. I will be doing some videos on the other palettes. Oh, and I'm going to leave you with swatches as well now of this palette. So I will see you again shortly. Bye.
Suffocating.